Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog. It's Sunday and guess what? I feel good today. I've got a lot of things to talk to you about. There was no vlog yesterday because I spent the whole day with myself, just thinking, breathing, meditating, just trying to sort through my thoughts and figure out what I want from life. And I came to a lot of realizations and I think I did really well. I still cried, I still felt pain, but I'm working through it, y'all, and I feel like I'm making a lot of progress on myself. So yesterday I sat outside in the sunshine and I wrote in my journal and I thought a lot about everything that's been going on. I thought a lot about my role in this relationship. I thought a lot about Andrew's role in the relationship, and I can clearly see everything that's gone wrong. Most of it is my fault, not all of it. Some of it's his fault as well. But I started to finally believe, and I know I talked about this in the previous vlog, but I started to really believe that I can do this on my own, that I can live on my own and be my own person. And although I started thinking about it in the last vlog, I didn't really believe it until yesterday. Yesterday I spent my entire day alone and I bought a car. And I thought, you know what? If I can do that, I can do anything on my own. I don't need someone else. And I also realized that one of the things that I do, I'm going to talk more about the car in a minute. One of the things that I do in a relationship is when I fall in love with somebody, I make them a part of me. And not in that lovey-dovey, you know, kind of idealistic way where you'll always be a part of me. No, I make them an actual extension of myself. And I refuse to let either of us have our own identities and we just become one entity. And that is really not healthy. And I know that's what's happened here, is that Andrew has lost himself in me. And that's, you know, not all my fault, but a lot of my fault. And he got so lost that he couldn't take it anymore and he had to leave. And I know some people don't agree with him walking out, but I do. And I understand why he did it, and I'm glad he did it. Honestly, now that I have some perspective, it's been 3 weeks, and I'm glad that he left. Not because I want him to go away or I don't want to be with him, but because I know this is what's best for both of us right now. He needs to go and find himself and be his own man, and I need to find myself and be my own woman. And we have just been so intertwined for so long and so codependent for so long that it's not been healthy and it's not been good and it's been harmful for both of us. And I can see that now, especially since I've had some time alone. This is our 4th day with absolutely no contact whatsoever, no text messages, no calls, no anything. And I'm finding that I see things more clearly and I gain more perspective the longer I go alone without talking to him. That's not to say I don't love him or don't want to talk to him, but right now I do think this is the best decision. I also started to become excited about a new future just for me. A new future that I can plan for myself and I don't have to take anybody else into consideration. I started to think, if he came back right now, if he walked through the door right now, I'm not sure I would be wanting to continue the relationship. I love him with all my heart and soul. I've never loved another human being the way I love him. I've never been as close to another human being, as intimate with another human being. But sometimes that's just not enough. I think it would take a lot of convincing right now. Hello, Gibbons. If he walked in the door for me to say, yes, I want to continue this. Like, it would take a lot of commitment and I would have to see really that he wanted to work on this as much as I do. And I don't know if that's going to happen. And I'm kind of becoming okay with that. Finally, I'm able to start thinking about things from the perspective of just me. And it's really liberating and it's really freeing. And I'm starting to see that I can do this. And I feel strong. And I feel like, although this hurts like hell, it hurts very much. I have found a strength inside myself beyond anything I ever thought I had. And I know I can do this and go on, alone if I must. And I've also thought about in my future, whether or not Andrew comes back or we get back together or whatever, everything I'm going to do is going to be for my own life path. And if he does come back, if we did get back together, things would be very, very different. We would not be in the same relationship we were in before. I want to keep myself separate from the person that I love, keep my own identity, keep my own life. I may even change my name back to my maiden name whether we get divorced or not. And I may separate our finances whether we get divorced or not. And there's like a lot of things like that that I've been thinking about doing. And I know one thing, if we do end up getting divorced, I will never intertwine my life like this with another person ever again, because it's too hard to unravel. I want to be in a position where I can come or go from a relationship as I need to. And I'm not saying I would never get married again, but I would never take another man's name again. I would never share my bank accounts with a man again. I would never own property jointly with a man again. So these are the lessons that I'm learning. So I do feel like no matter what happens, this relationship was very special to me, very important to me, and taught me a lot of things in my life. If Andrew and I get back together, it's going to be starting brand new as two different people. The old me is dead and the old relationship is dead. I don't know if I want to move forward with a new relationship with him. I don't know. And I won't know that until I see who he's become during this separation. If he's become someone that I don't feel I can build something with again, or I can trust again, then it's over and I'm moving on. And I feel really, really good about this, you guys. I feel at peace with this decision. Like, I am finally letting go, going with the flow of the universe. Yes, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna be painful, but I know that better days are ahead. So one thing that I'm going to do is I am planning to move back home to Arkansas. I bought a car, okay? I know I said that earlier. I bought a car on Carvana, and I know some of you guys were like, oh, it's a scam. It's not a scam. Yeah, it may not be the best value in the world. Like, I'm paying like $14,000 for a 2017 Ford Focus, so not the greatest deal in the world, but for me, it's the convenience of it. They're gonna deliver the car to me, and I can do all the financing and stuff online, so it's a way for me to get a vehicle with an affordable payment, and right now, that's all I can focus on. When we sell this house, I can pay off the car, and I'll be good. I just have to make the payments until we can get this house sold, so I think it'll be fine. But anyway, yeah, so I bought a 2017 Ford Focus, and they are gonna deliver it to me on Friday, if all of my paperwork and everything goes through and gets approved. So you have to go through this approval process. Since I'm doing financing, they have to like verify my income and everything, which can be really difficult when you're a content creator. I have income sources, like a bunch of different income sources from AdSense and different ad networks for my websites and stuff. So it can be kind of a pain in the ass. It's not as easy as if I had a regular job and I could just give them my pay stub. So I have to go through and like give them all these bank statements and contracts and stuff. So I just hope everything gets approved. I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch. Yes, Gibbons, but if everything gets approved, I should have a car on Friday, and I will keep you guys updated on how that goes. I'm so excited. I feel like this is finally going to give me the freedom that I need, that you know, I'm not going to have to be dependent on anyone. I can just go do whatever I need to do. So this is a very talky vlog because I just had a lot to say after yesterday. And, you know, I still cried myself to sleep last night. I still missed Andrew like crazy, but I feel good about this change. Like, I needed this change in my life. This is a transformative period for me. And transformation and change is hard and painful a lot of the time. But in the end, it's gonna work out for the best no matter what happens. And I know that in my heart now. And I have complete faith in myself that I have the strength to handle this. So when I get the car delivered from Carvana, I have 7 days to drive it around and see if I like it. And if so, then they process the title and registration for you. And I know there's horror stories out there of them not doing that, but I'm gonna make sure it gets done. And it can take up to 45 days before you get your permanent license plate. So you have to stay in the same state during that time. After I get my permanent license plate, then I'm gonna start making plans to move back to Arkansas. To me, it doesn't matter whether Andrew wants to be in my life or not. I'm still going home. So he can do what he wants. If he wants to come too, if he doesn't, whatever. I don't care anymore. I have to do what's best for me. So I'm gonna start making those plans as soon as I get my car sorted out. And that way, if I have my own car, I can make like a couple trips back and forth to get my things that I want to take with me. And I can actually go down there, look for an apartment, come back. You know, I won't just have to do it in one shot. So I think it's gonna make things a lot easier on me as far as moving. Selling the house and untangling our finances and assets, that's going to be the biggest challenge. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Today, I'm doing more things that I've been afraid to do. We're going to grill some steaks. Well, that's pretty much the only thing I've been afraid to do, but I'm doing it. And I'm gonna make some sun-infused calendula oil, and I got a new mop bucket, so we're gonna mop the damn floors today, and we're not gonna lose all our cleaner from a hole in the bucket. And I got another Walmart order, so let me show you what I got. So the first thing I got was some dog food because I was almost completely out. So I got this 30 pack of Beneful. Let me make sure that doesn't have my name on it. They put stickers all over the shit with your name all over it. So this is Beneful. This is what Gibbons eats. I know some people were concerned in the comments that I'm feeding my cat dog food, but don't worry, okay? He has he had bladder stones and he had to get a major surgery because he almost died. He got his bladder completely blocked up. And it's very important that he eats wet food. The only kind of wet food he will eat is Purina Beneful dog food, Incredibites. It has to be that specific kind. It's the only kind he will eat. We have tried every canned cat food on the market, and that is all he will eat. But it's okay, the vet knows and approves of that because he gets all of the nutrition and like cat vitamins that he needs from his prescription cat food kibble that he eats. He loves kibble. But it's important that he gets some more moisture in his diet. So he eats probably like an ounce of this dog food a day. Literally, it's not much at all. He'll eat a little bit of it and then the dogs will finish it. But I try to get moisture into his system any way I can. So we feed him that and then the cat urinary water, and then he eats his prescription urinary kibble, which gives him everything he needs, all the taurine and cat stuff that he needs. So please don't worry. We got it under control and the vet knows everything. Okay, then I bought some Dr. Teal's foaming bath with pure Epsom salt lavender bubble bath. I love this stuff. I really want to make my own bubble bath. I tried with Castile soap, but y'all, that shit does not bubble. So I'm probably gonna in the future get me some bubble bath base and add my own essential oils and stuff to it. But in the meantime, I got this Dr. Teal's. I really love to take a bath at night. It helps me to sleep better, especially with lavender in it. I like to take a bubble bath and then drink some chamomile tea, and that really helps me to sleep because I'm still having a hard time sleeping. Okay, I had to get some more of my Grill Mates garlic and herb seasoning. This is what I use to season pretty much all my meat. I just love this stuff so much. I eat it on everything. So I go through it quite a bit. And I was almost out of coffee. Well, actually, I still have some coffee from my subscriber who gave me some from New Zealand, and I need to do that. But I got me some more vanilla hazelnut dream state from Caribou Coffee because this is my favorite coffee. Well, besides Door County, but I got tired of Door County Christmas, so I had to change it up. Then I got the dogs some more of their little biscuits. I give them one of these every morning. When we wake up, they go outside of the bathroom, they come in and they get their little treat. They love these dipped biscuits. So there's peanut butter and vanilla, and they just went through some peanut butter, so now I got them vanilla. And I will put these in their little treat jar as soon as it's empty. Oh, and then my meat. I'll show you what I got from the refrigerator. So then I had to get some more of my Vital Farms butter. I feel like all of my grocery hauls are like exactly the same. I just get the same shit. This is my Vital Farms butter, so I was almost out of butter. Cannot live without butter. I got some more of my bacon, which I may or may not have needed, but I just always have to have this as a backup in case I get hungry and I need something quick. And then the star of the show today, I got some New York strip steak. I just got a pack of 2 since it's just me now. And I am gonna try my best to grill these on the charcoal grill by myself today, y'all. Wish me luck. Hope I don't burn anything down. But I really want some grilled steak. So that was everything I got in my Walmart order today. And I shouldn't have to order again for several more days. Once I get my car, then I'm gonna start actually like going out and going grocery shopping just to give me something to do outside of the house. But right now I have no choice but to get delivery. Oh, I forgot. How could I forget? I also got water. I got 2 big jugs of this Arrowhead spring water, and that should last me for quite a while. Once I get the car, I'll be able to refill my big water jug back there, but I just had to get something to get me through. So a lot of people ask in the comments why I don't drink tap water. It's because our tap water here is horrible, and I have no way to put a filter onto my sink, because if you've seen my sink sprayer, it's like a sprayer nozzle. You can't attach a filter to that. So I have no way to do a tap filter. So I just get these big 5-gallon jugs of drinking water, and they're like super cheap. You can refill them at Walmart for like $1.50. So it doesn't cost me much, and it's fresh, purified water. So that's just what I get for drinking and like making my tea and stuff. It's just easier for me. I hate the taste of our tap water. It tastes like chemicals and it's so gross. I guess I could do something like a Brita pitcher, but that wouldn't be enough for me because I use the water to make ice and make tea and everything like that, and those little pitchers just won't do it. So yeah, I just get the 5-gallon jugs, and then I just take the old bottle back and they recycle it, and then I get a new one. I can do that, and it's like $6 for 5 gallons, or I can just take this bottle and go refill it at the filling station. It's like $1.50. So it just depends on how I feel that day or my budget or whatever, which one I do. And then of course, how could I forget? I got a new mop bucket, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna try, and hopefully this one doesn't have any holes in it. And I'm gonna return the other one. It's still within the return period. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, this thing was damaged. You need to take this back. So once I get my car, I can return it. Y'all, great news. I just heard from Carvana. I've been approved for the car. They're bringing it on Friday at 12:30 p.m. and I'm gonna have transportation and I'm gonna be free. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. They didn't even really need that much from me. I guess I have really good credit, and I guess that was good enough. They were like, all right, take it. So yay! And then I just came into the kitchen to tell you this, and this is what I found. Yes, the dogs or the cat, somebody did this and spilled dog food all over the freaking floor. So now we gotta clean that up. I think it was you, Gibbons. Gibbons, was that you? You're the culprit, aren't you? I know you are. Morty's just eating it right off the floor. What sucks is I just poured them a fresh bowl of kibble, and now it's all wasted. I'm gonna have to I can't put that back in their bowl. It's all over the floor. I mean, I know they're just dogs, and I could put it back in their bowl, but it's gross. Just about got this swept up, and then I'm about to go and start the grill because I'm hungry. I do have some leftover roast in there, but I can eat that tonight, and I'll eat steaks today for lunch because I'm not going to grill at night, obviously. All right, now I got that cleaned up. Let me pour them another bowl of kibble. They're getting kind of low, but hopefully they'll have enough to last until Friday. I just placed an order with Petco to get their canned food, because if you order $35 or more, you get free same-day delivery, so I'm just having their food delivered. I probably should have ordered a bag of food too. But if this can last till Friday, I can go get them some myself. But I just ordered like a case of their wet food because they've only got 1 can left. I prefer to buy their food from the little local pet store instead of Petco. But when I need delivery, I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, y'all, I'm outside on the patio and I'm about to try to get the grill going. Wish me luck. I'm gonna move it away from the house. I'm gonna take off the grate. I guess that's enough. So we used the lump charcoal, and this is how much I put in there. I hope that's gonna be enough. Maybe I should like build it up a little bit more. Okay, so here's the lighter fluid, and the video I watched, got it on my fingers. The video I watched on YouTube said to soak it down with lighter fluid and let it sit for a few minutes. So I'm gonna let that soak in. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, so this is how I saw Andrew do it, so this is how I'm gonna try to do it. I'll put the grate back on. I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to stick it down into the coals. And then I'm going to set that on fire. And then I'm going to stand back. Okay, here we go. I'm a little scared. I don't think it's working. That didn't work. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to like kind of twist this up a little bit. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna try to like light it directly. Okay, the flame's going down. Come on, come on, catch, catch. Oh, it's working, it's working, yes. It's working, y'all, I got it to catch. We've got fire. Okay, so while the coals are getting hot, I'm gonna go prepare the steaks. I'm so proud of myself for doing this. So while I have the grill going, I'm gonna go ahead and grill both of these steaks and then the rest of the burger patties that I have too. So I have plenty of food. It's really not that hard to grill, I don't think. I just hope it works out from here. I don't see why it wouldn't. We just gotta let the coals burn down, and I'm gonna season up these steaks. Every time I try to do something that I was afraid to do before, I get more self-esteem and I feel better about myself. And I just have to keep doing these things. And I'm really proud of myself, you guys, because these are the kind of things that might seem simple to some people, but for somebody like me, it's really a big step. It's really a big deal for me to just be able to do something like this on my own without any help. Okay, so I'm just gonna season these with my garlic and herb seasoning. Gonna flip them over. Season the other side. And the video I watched said it will take about 20 minutes for the coals to burn over and be ready to grill the food. That gives me plenty of time to get all this ready. So I've got these 100% pure Great Value beef burgers. And I don't think I'll do all of them. I think I'll just do like 4 of them, because I don't want them to go bad before I can eat them. So I'm just gonna put them on a plate here. And I just grilled these plain with no seasoning and then season them after since they're frozen. Yeah, like 4 burgers and 2 steaks should last me quite a while. And then, like I said, I still have some leftover roast in there. So I will have plenty of food for several days after I finish cooking these up. Okay, y'all, I think it's been enough time. I'm gonna go ahead and put the steaks on. I don't know where to put them. It didn't sizzle. Is it supposed to sizzle? I don't know. I'm gonna put the burgers over on this side. Okay, here's what we've got, y'all. It seems like it's starting to cook, at least the steaks anyway. The burgers might take a bit longer. But I think I'm doing well so far. Yay! Alright, I think the steaks are done. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to overcook them. That looks good to me. What do y'all think? Do those look done? Ooh, they look good to me. I think the burgers are done now. They look pretty good to me. I'm gonna put the lid on this, so hopefully it smothers it. I hope that's what you're supposed to do. I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm sitting down to my lunch finally. Here's my finished steak with butter on it. I can't wait to try it. I hope I didn't over or undercook it, like, I don't know. It looked done to me. I would honestly rather be overcooked than undercooked. It's a little over, but not too bad. Y'all, this is so good. I'm so proud of myself. I did it. And now I have steak to eat, thank God. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch and then I'll see you back in a few minutes. Okay, I ate my lunch, I got the kitchen cleaned up, and now I'm ready to mop the floors. We're gonna try this again. Hopefully my bucket does not have a hole in it today, since this one is brand new. The other one was brand new too. I'd never used it before. So it just came with like holes in it. I've inspected this one and I don't see any holes, so I think we're good. Okay, so just like yesterday, I'm gonna put some hot water, or the day before yesterday, whenever it was. I'm gonna run some hot water into this bucket. And while that's going in there, I am gonna add about 2 tablespoons of liquid castile soap. I don't measure, I just squirt 2 big squirts in there. That's usually good. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of borax, probably about like a 1/4 cup in there. And then I'm gonna add 10 drops of pine needle essential oil, because we're making our own pine salt here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. I don't know, maybe it was more. That came out really fast. And then we're gonna add about 5 drops of cypress essential oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now I'm just gonna let this fill up, pretty much to the bottom of this like ringer thing, and then we'll be ready to mop. And it doesn't appear to be leaking out this time. If my floor is like really has grease or something on it, I will use eucalyptus instead of the pine sometimes, and washing soda instead of the borax. But today we're gonna do like a pine sol type of thing, and I love the smell of the pine needle oil. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna lift it out of the sink and put it down on the floor. Here we go. And let me go get my mop. Okay, so here's my mop. So I'm just gonna dip this in here. If I can get it under there, jeez. Doesn't leave me much room. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna use this ringer thing. I think I'm gonna take this off, because it's just easier for me to use the bucket. Oh my god, it smells so good. Because I have this mop that you can just wring out like this by itself. Oh crap, I just got water all over my foot because I was looking at the camera. Damn it. Okay, but I'm gonna wring this out really good, and then we're gonna start mopping the floor. Okay, I'm actually gonna start under here because I moved the bench out of the way. So I'm gonna start, I need to wash the tablecloth, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So I'm just gonna mop all up under here and all under the table because it really needs it. I did sweep under there before, but it definitely needs a good mop. Okay, and then I'm gonna move the bench back, and we're gonna start mopping over here. I've got pine sol on my socks now. So I hope you can see me okay, but I mean, you know what mopping looks like, so I'm just gonna mop this whole wood floor here. I should have mopped in the laundry room. Why didn't I do that? Okay, y'all, just to help it dry faster, I'm like going in with an old towel like this and just kind of going over the floor and trying to soak some of this up. It works. I probably did need to use the little ringer thingy because I think it just didn't get wrung out enough. So the floor is like super wet. So I'm just gonna dry it a little bit. All right, coming back around. That should help it dry faster. Okay, so the floor is dry. I got the rugs put back and we're good to go now, and I'm ready to do another project. So I'm starting to get back into my herbalism now that I have found some peace within myself and feel like I can do that. And today I'm going to be making calendula oil. I'm using this recipe from Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs: A Beginner's Guide. This is an excellent book if you are interested in herbalism and making your own herbal products. So the reason why I'm making calendula oil is because I want to make a calendula salve, which is really good for all kinds of skin issues like rashes, burns, scrapes, cuts, bites, all that kind of thing. And I really could have used it the other day when I fell down on the concrete and scraped my hand. So I'm going to make some to keep on hand. This is a process that's going to take me a couple of weeks because we have to infuse the calendula blossoms into olive oil for a couple weeks, and we're going to do that in the sun. So we're going to make a sun-infused herbal oil, and then we're going to use that oil to make a salve in a couple of weeks. So calendula has so many different healing properties, medicinal properties, and also magical properties, but today I'm making this specifically to have as like a first aid product for like scrapes, cuts, rash, that kind of thing. Rosemary says, this is a favorite salve of most herbalists and is used for treating all manner of skin problems such as wounds, cuts, and rashes. It's also a great salve for treating cradle cap and diaper rash in infants and toddlers. I'm going to start by getting out my dried calendula flowers, and you can use fresh if you happen to be lucky enough to have those. My mom always used to grow calendula in her garden, and I miss that so much. I'm going to try to grow some myself this year. I have some still in this package that I couldn't fit into my mason jar up here, so I'm going to use these up first. And we're going to take a quart-sized mason jar, and we're going to fill this about 3/4 of the way full with calendula flowers. And if you didn't know, calendula is a type of marigold. It's really good in beauty products if you have red or blonde hair to use this in your shampoo because it gives kind of highlights, reddish, blondish highlights to your hair. But it's also great for so many things. You can drink the tea, calendula tea, if you have a high fever. There's so many things. It's good for treating gastrointestinal ulcers, diarrhea, and it's really good for cleansing and nourishing the lymphatic system. So I'm not sure if I'll have quite enough in this bag. I may have to go get my jar of flowers out. Let's see if I can get them in here without spilling them all over the place. I love the way they smell and they're so beautiful. And since the color of the day today is yellow, I thought it would be a good idea to work with calendula today. Kind of matches my shirt. These flowers are so beautiful to grow in your garden. I'm gonna try to grow some in containers this year. This is one of my must-have herbs in my garden. Okay, I think that's about 3/4 of the way full. I'll put my lid back on here. We'll use these for another purpose another day. Now, according to my mentor, Rosemary Gladstar, the best oil to use for medicinal preparations is olive oil. So I'm going to be using this California Olive Ranch extra virgin olive oil to infuse my flowers. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to pour this in to within 1 inch of the top of the jar. And you know, if you could use fresh flowers, I feel like that's almost better to use fresh flowers, but you can most definitely use dried. And they still have all the medicinal benefits, but I can't wait until I can grow my own and use them fresh. That's gonna be awesome. I think this might use my whole jar. Oh, I'm not even gonna have enough olive oil, y'all. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be enough. Oh no, I used the whole jar and there's not enough, so we're gonna have to mix it a little bit. So for the rest of the way, I'm gonna use sweet almond oil. It's not ideal to mix the oils, but I didn't have enough olive and I didn't even realize it. So I'm just gonna use sweet almond and to finish it off there. That took like half my sweet almond oil. Okay, now we're gonna put the lid on nice and tight and we don't have to add anything else to it. But another thing that you always wanna do when you're working with herbs is you want to label everything. So I'm writing calendula in olive oil. And the date is 2/19/23. That way I know how long it's been infusing. And then we're gonna put this right on the front of the bottle. There we go. Now we're ready. So this step is optional, but it's important to me, is I like to infuse my oils and all of my herbal preparations with magical energy as well, with healing energy. So I am going to, just like I do with my cleaning supplies, I'm going to imagine in my heart a bright yellow healing light, and I'm going to imagine that that flows out of my heart, through my arms, and into the jar of calendula oil. And I'm going to infuse it with all of that good, positive, healing energy. And I'm going to imagine not only it coming out of my heart, out of my arms, but I'm going to imagine it filling up this jar with healing light. And when I'm sure that that's done, then it's ready to go into its spot in the windowsill. We're going to sit this in the sunlight and let the sunlight help infuse the medicinal properties from the flowers into the oil. So I'm gonna go place this in my front window. So there's a lovely spot for it right there in the window, and it'll get lots of sun every day. And I will come through every couple days and give it a shake. And then I will also re-infuse it with healing energy again. And in 3 to 4 weeks, we will strain it and make our salve. So I feel very good about what I accomplished today, y'all. I got my grilling done, I got my oil made, I got the house cleaned up, I worked on myself, I did some journaling, I did some meditation. I'm not working out today. I'm starting a new workout kind of schedule starting tomorrow, so I'll let you know more about that once I get there. Oh, also got approved for my car. I cannot wait for that to come, because then I'm really gonna be free. Then I'm really gonna be able to do everything I need to do. So I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching me and joining me on this journey. It is hard, it is difficult, this is not easy. And I know today is a good day, but I still have my down times. Like, I'm probably gonna cry tonight, you know what I mean? But I know that I'm doing the best I can for myself and I'm doing what's right for me. I'm getting back into my interests, doing the things that make me happy, trying to grow as a person. I'm getting therapy. I'm doing everything that I can do to make myself the best possible human being I can be. And I know for a fact that I am going to attract love into my life again, whether that be Andrew or someone else, but I don't need it. I don't need it to be complete anymore. I've turned a corner somehow, and I'm really happy about that. Thank you guys again for all of your really supportive words, all of your emails. If you sent me an email, I most definitely did read it, even if I didn't reply back. I got a lot of emails. I'm still getting a lot of emails every day, so I really appreciate that. And some people have sent me like DBT workbooks and stuff. I really appreciate that. I'm going to check those out as well. And thank you so much for all your donations, everybody who bought me a coffee and donated through PayPal. I really, truly appreciate that. It's helped me out a lot. And if you want to support me and the channel, you can find links down below in the description box. So I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you with a new vlog very soon. Bye!